Oh.
Hello, everyone. My name is Triple P, TRIPPLE and I am your astrology pimp, your astrology prophet, and your astrology priest. And today's 7 Seals Astrology Prophetics video topic will be Stop Looking for the One. So, one of the biggest mistakes that many individuals worldwide, all across the globe, are doing today. I'm talking about women, men, young, old, have made this mistake and have wasted so many years of their lives looking for the one, believing that there was some special person out there, thinking that this knight in shining armor will come along and sweep them off their feet, or some guy thinks that the bitch is gonna come out the box ready made like goddamn Betty Crocker. You understand me? Cake mix or some shit, pancake mix or some shit, ready to just goddamn put some goddamn milk and butter and whip around a bit and put in the goddamn oven or put on the goddamn griddle. Bitches are not coming out of the box ready-made. Men are not coming out of the box ready-made. In fact, men most of the time have to actually build themselves to the point to where they come ready-made. But in most cases, women do not have to put in the same amount of effort when it comes down to being in a relationship and whole and complete, because we all know by now most women only come with either looks or sex, but men have to come with a lot more than those attributes. So again, no one is perfect, and this is the biggest mistake that almost everyone makes. I'm sure that there's so many people all around the world that is actually still waiting for the perfect guy or the perfect girl. And I'm telling you guys now, this is one of the biggest mistakes that almost every human being on the planet makes. Guys tend to think that they're gonna wait until they find a 9 or a goddamn 10. And they overlook the 6, 7, 8s. You understand me? Or even the 5. I'm not even gonna reject the 5. I'm not stating that the 5 could be a workable goddamn 8. You know what I'm saying? With a little accessories and a little, put together type shit. A 5 could rise to the scale attractive wise as well. However, there are some bitches, there's nothing you could do with some bitches, because there are some bitches that goddamn look like a goddamn boat deck. You understand me? There are some bitches look like a goddamn satellite fucking dish. You understand me? Some bitches shaped like a goddamn star fucking fish. But however, I'm not talking about those bitches who actually have the challenges that cannot be overcome. I'm talking about the bitches who are these 5 at best. These bitches could actually be built up to become the female that you guys want. However, you have to get over the fact that maybe you're worried about what your friends think, how she looks and all that shit. Every guy wants an attractive girl. In fact, most women want attractive guys as well. But women, that is not the priority on a woman's list. Men tend to be more caught up in looks more than women. I'm not saying that women are not caught up in looks, but however, women care a lot about survival from an evolutionary perspective. They care about, can this motherfucker take care of my child if I get pregnant? Can this motherfucker pay the bills and keep the roof over my goddamn head? Can this motherfucker fight off an intruder if they break into my house? That is what bitches care about the most, more than looks. That is why you will see some guys who may not be as attractive as you, but they have the finest bitches, because these guys have other areas in place that you do not. These guys could be funny, charismatic, they could fuck good, they have money, they have a good job, they dress well, they smell nice, they have all other things going for them, because they know that because they were not gifted with the external physical looks per se, they know that they had to become better in the areas that they could control. That is why they say in the Serenity Prayer, accept the things that you cannot change and change the things that you can. So again, looking for the one is a big mistake. I too, even sometime back, way back in the day, in my early years, I fell in the trap believing that there was a particular girl out there for me. I'm telling you guys, fuck that soulmate type shit. Get that shit out of your head. I'm not saying that there's a particular person out there for you that is more suitable for you, because yes, some people are more compatible than others. Yes, there are some people who energies and vibrations and frequencies will be more on the same level as you. That is why they say you attract who you are, not what you want. That is why, again, I am telling you guys, the one needs to be you. You have to be the prize. You have to become the one. You are the goddamn one, like fucking Neo in the Matrix. So when you become the one, only then you will be able to find the one, because the one is going to actually be attracted to you, because that one is going to think of themselves as the one as well. However, that is not saying that the one is going to come perfect out of the box. That is not saying that the one is going to come looking like a goddamn fucking Cinderella, or the bitch looking like goddamn Rapunzel in the goddamn fucking tower with the hair, long hair, and you got to climb up the goddamn tower to get the bitch, because fucking nobody else could get the bitch to fight the goddamn dragon. I'm not saying all of that shit. I'm saying that the one could come looking like a goddamn 5 at best. And that is a big mistake that most men make. They think the one is going to come looking like a goddamn 8, 9, 10, sucking dick out the goddamn box, fucking box shots, all that shit. You understand me? They think they're gonna have the bitch just come to you, walking to you, bending down backwards for you to hit it from behind. No, niggas. That shit is a fucking fairy tale. You understand me? Bitches are not coming out of the box that way. You have to actually, a bitch has to become attached to you and love you in a certain way. Then she would do certain things for you. That is why some guys have bitches who are willing to do certain things for them, and they would not do it for other guys. Some bitches have guys waiting months to have sex, and then they fuck Pookie and Ray Ray on the first night. This is not a fairy tale. This is reality. Bitches wait on lines for superstars, and groupies, they wait on backstage to fuck with guys. They have women take pictures, spend thousands of dollars to take pictures with guys like Chris Brown, and a bitch would not take you on a goddamn date. What the fuck? Where they do that at? Every motherfucking well. So again, I too made the mistake believing that there was a particular girl that was for me. And I too made the mistake at one point in time. I had a girl, again, go and watch my video, What I Need. I can't remember which video it was, but watch all of my videos, because I talk about a lot of my history as well. But I too had a girl that was doing everything for me under the sun. And after a period of time, I came across a girl that I really liked physically. And the girl that I liked physically was nowhere near as cooperative and as caring and as loving and as kind as the girl that I thought was maybe less than looks-wise. But the girl who was less than looks-wise, she was actually the best girl for me. That girl did everything under the sun for me for years. I mean, I can't even tell you guys how much this girl did for me, but the moral of the story is the girl did a lot. So sometimes it's almost better, if I may say, I hate to say it this way, sometimes it may be better to actually downgrade. If you are 8, shoot, get a goddamn 6 or 7, because that bitch is gonna actually look at you and she's gonna know that you could do better than her. This is not being manipulative. This is what women do. Again, nothing that I'm telling you guys is being manipulative, because this is exactly what women do all day, every day. Some women find guys that are not so attractive because they know that that guy is going to be the one that can't leave and walk away. They know that that guy is going to be so flabbergasted for her being in his life. They are going to spend all of their resources and money on the bitch. The bitches know this. The bitches know that the least attractive guys are going to do the most. They're going to work the hardest to keep them. They're going to spend all their money on them. They're going to do everything for them. And they know the opposite is true as well. They know that if they find a guy that's a goddamn 8, 9, 10, a fucking Chad, a fucking Tyrone, a Pookie and a Ray Ray, who's a goddamn model out of the box, they know that they're going to have competition. They know that they're going to have fucking other bitches want to fuck this guy. They know this for a fact. And so some bitches do not necessarily want all of that competition anxiety. Although they need the competition anxiety to be attracted to you, bitches need to know that you have options. Again, go and check out my video, What Do I Need from a Woman? That goes into detail. And what you should need from a woman, nothing. You understand me? So, but anyhow, with that being said, that is why I said again, women tend to go date down. They know that if they find a guy that's on a lesser caliber than them, especially look-wise, that guy is going to be so enamored and goo goo gaga over them, he's going to be willing to do anything because most likely he is not going to be able to do better. So again, if you are 8 as a guy, I would say maybe go and shoot for a goddamn 6 or 7, and that individual could be a workable 8 or 9, or even 10. When I say workable, when that person puts on, clothes, and they, put on a little makeup or whatever, that bitch could actually rise to the occasion and become a goddamn 8, 9, 10. That is what I'm trying to tell you. And at the same time, not only that she could rise to the occasion and look the part, she could actually naturally be the part. She could be the bitch that actually is in your life, that's actually supporting you, making your life better, contributing to you, making you to become a better man. And overall, that is what the fuck you want. You do not necessarily want bitches that actually look good, but they actually bring nothing to the goddamn table. You want a bitch that actually sees you as the prize as well. Because if a bitch does not see you as the prize, you are not going to be fucking in a long-term relationship. It's going to be just a matter of time before the bitch packs up and leaves you for a fucking other guy that she continues to be a more higher value than you. So again, waiting on the one, looking for the one is a waste of time. I understand now in the game, anyone could be the goddamn one. Anyone could be the fucking prize. You understand me? Any bitch could have the potential. Any and every bitch has the potential to become the goddamn one. You just have the goddamn vet the bitch, you know what I'm saying? See if the bitch qualify in some ways. That's why one of the biggest mistakes men do, they tend to just pick bitches up and they just pick them up and stick and put them in positions that they did not earn, they did not deserve. Allow the bitch to work for your time, or work for your attention, or work for you. That is what I'm trying to tell you. So the bitch who's a 5 is going to put in all the work for you. That is what you want. It's not really all about looks. Looks is important per se. Everybody wants an attractive individual, but that is not necessarily the priority. Why are you going to settle for a bitch that looks like a goddamn 10, but that bitch does not respect you? That bitch doesn't listen to you. That bitch doesn't want to spend time with you. You have to beg the bitch for some goddamn sex. You have to beg the bitch to get some goddamn head. You got to do all this shit to get this from this goddamn bitch who thinks she's goddamn the fucking God gift for fucking man. So what I'm saying to you is, do not waste any time thinking that the one is out there looking for your soulmate, looking for the fucking right one. Yes, there are some people going to be more compatible with you. Yes, there are going to be some people whose chemistry is going to be more, with you again, because that comes from the law of attraction again. We attract who we are, not what we want. So when you become the one, first and foremost, if you become the one, then the one will fucking find you. And you are not going to be looking for the bitch because you're not going to be thirsty. You're going to be not going to be needy and all of that shit, because that is another problem. What's going to happen is, if you do find the one, you do not have game, you do not have confidence, you do not believe you're the prize, over a period of time, you're going to lose the one as well, because you're going to become codependent. You're going to believe that, oh, fuck, if I lose this bitch or this guy or whatever the case may be, because this game could apply to women as well. You have to become the one first and foremost. But again, I'm preaching the guys more than women. But women could learn from the game as well. But again, as a guy, when you become the one, only when you become the one, then you will find the one, because the one will be attracted to you. The one that loves you and likes you as you are and wants to be with you and knows that who you are is who she fucking is as well. That is why I learned something from Miles Cunningham some time back. He said in a video, he said, you first have to see yourself in a bitch before you see yourself in a bitch. And that is what I'm saying. You have to see yourself in a person before you see yourself in a person. Meaning that you have to see characteristics about the bitch. The bitch have to remind you of some way about you. For example, I was in the mall the other day and I saw this girl, and then I approached this girl, and she reminded me somewhat of me. She had I mean, not talking about physically, I'm not talking about my body, but the way she just looked. She had her hair, she had locks, and she had something on her hair wrapped up and all of that. She just reminded me of me. Then she had a few, looked like she had a little tattoo here and there. She had a little, one or two piercings. And so that told me that she was rebellious. And she rebels against the system, just like me. I'm rebellious as well. I'm not just your traditional guy. I do not believe in believing. I do not follow trends. I do not believe in things that the average person believes. In fact, as far as I'm concerned, like I said, I do not believe in believing. So when I saw this girl, I kind of saw myself in this girl, so I approached the girl. And sometime myself, I made the mistake thinking that because a female was attractive physically, I thought that yes, that is what I wanted. So I went up to this girl, having nothing in common, not seeing myself in the girl, and I was rejected because the girl did not see me in her as well. So the female has to see you in her as well. If you are a bummy guy, you're a bummy guy sitting on the blocks, doing nothing with your life, wanting fucking nothing, is nothing, trying to be nothing. How the fuck do you think you're gonna pull a goddamn 10? A bitch who is a corporate bitch, a bitch who has a fucking PhD or a fucking master's degree, or even a fucking associate's degree. How the fuck you gonna get a bitch if you have not even graduated fucking goddamn high school? Unless you have not graduated high school and you have your own business, a successful business, then yes, then that is fine. But if you haven't graduated, you have no money, you have no goals, you have no dreams, you have no goddamn ambitions, how the fuck are you gonna get the one? You're gonna attract a goddamn bummy, scummy bitch just like you. That is why I'm telling you guys over and over and over, you must know the fuck who you are first and foremost. You must become the prize. You must become the goddamn winning lottery goddamn ticket. You cannot see the bitch as the goddamn prize, because if you see the bitch as the prize and you're looking for the one, the law of attraction, you're never gonna find that one, because the law of attraction is gonna say, hey, he is looking for something, so he is not complete. She is looking for something, so she is not complete. So therefore, you're never gonna find the one, because the law of attraction is gonna always have you looking, because you're gonna always be sending out a looking signal. I know that sounds fucked up, but that is the way it is. Because once you want something, you're telling the universe, hey, I do not have everything. I am incomplete. I need something. So the universe is going to continuously send you lacks, needs, and wants. You're always going to be in a situation where you do not have what you need, because you're always needing something. So therefore, you cannot even need the one. You actually have to need no one and no thing before the one goddamn shows up. And like the fucking song, Jack Yaw sing a song, I can't remember the song with the song name, Unconditional Love or some shit like that, Unconditional Love. The next thing you know, you never saw it coming, Unconditional Love. The bitches that's gonna goddamn show up out of the goddamn clear blue sky, you're gonna be fucking walking down the street and you're gonna just buck into the bitch. You might just be fucking looking at your phone, and for some reason, the bitch is gonna be there. That's the way it works. But once you're looking, the thing that you're looking is always gonna be not found. So stop looking for the one and look for yourself. Look to yourself to find all of your needs, all of your wants, all your desires, all of your happiness must come from you first and foremost. Because again, if you think that you're going to find the one, that is stating to the universe, that is stating to the energies, the processes of frequencies, that you are incomplete. And once the universe understands that you're incomplete, it's going to always keep you in the state of being incomplete. But if you approach the universe or the source, the field, whatever you want to call it, if you approach it from a state of being complete, being whole, being one, then the universe is going to realize that this guy has everything. He doesn't need anything. Let me give him goddamn more, because he already has abundance. He already needs nothing. He wants nothing. So let me give him more of what he already has. He is already feeling good. Let me send him someone who's going to actually make him feel better. He already feels confident about himself. Let me send him a bitch that is confident. Let me send him a bitch that has ambition. Let me send him a bitch just like goddamn him. That is what I'm trying to tell you guys. There is no one per se. Yes, now, if you want to talk about the one from a spiritual perspective, go and watch all of my very beginning videos. I talk about spirituality, everyone, all of us being one. There is no separation. All of that, I talk about all of these spiritual concepts being one with the world and God and all of this oneness. Yes, from a spiritual perspective, we are all one. But when we are talking about from a general perspective, looking for the one, searching for the one, from a relationship perspective, there is no one. Anyone has the potential to be the one. And if you think that you're going to wait for the one, you're going to make a grievous mistake, like many men and women all across the globe have actually made this mistake. Finding the one is not going to come out of the box already made, like I said, like Betty goddamn Crocker. That is not the way it's gonna be. You're gonna actually have to spend time with the motherfucker. You're gonna have to tolerate a motherfucker. You're gonna have to swallow some things. You're gonna have to fucking wait on a motherfucker. You're gonna have to give a motherfucker. You're gonna have to do a lot of motherfucking things for a motherfucker to become the one. That is why when you see some marriages, men and women who have been together for 30, 40 years, 50 years, those motherfuckers will tell you how much bullshit they went through. It just was how much tolerating they was willing to put up with. That is all it is. How much you are willing to goddamn tolerate. How much effort you're gonna willing to put in. How longer you're gonna have to be able to just be patient and wait till the motherfucker improve, because nobody is gonna come fucking ready-made out of the fucking goddamn box. So that is what I'm trying to tell you. If you ask those guys in a relationship who are being married for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they will tell you a list of obstacles that they had to face. They will tell you how much time they had to break up and make up. They will tell you how much time they've separated. They will tell you how much time that a motherfucker went and stepped out on them and someone actually cheated on a motherfucker. Those relationships don't just be fucking goddamn honky-dory just like that for 40, 50, 60 goddamn years. Those motherfuckers had to work on that shit. Those motherfuckers now, after a period of time and the effort and all the things, the person has stood the test of time, then the individuals now feel like now they cannot live without their wife or their husbands. That is why you may see sometimes even in older relationships, older people, I'm talking about much older people, 70, 80, 90, 100, whatever, when one of the individuals die, in a lot of cases, someone dies shortly thereafter. The female dies after the male fucking dies. The male dies after the female dies because the partner is no longer there. Because they have put so much energy into that goddamn relationship, into that person has become them, that person has become one. That is why, again, you will see many, many relationships, actually old people, after a period of time, when one goes away, one dies, the other one dies shortly. That does not happen on a coincidence. That happens because they have become one. The air that them motherfuckers breathe, they breathe the same air, they look through the same eyes, they talk to the same fucking mouth. That is why these motherfuckers die shortly thereafter. So again, do not waste your time looking for the goddamn one. I will tell you now, just like Betty goddamn Crocker, it is like goddamn a cake, fucking trying to bake a cake from scratch. You come to the table with some ingredients, you come with some butter, you come with some sugar, the bitch come with some goddamn flour, the bitch come with some eggs, and you all put that shit together. Whatever the fuck else goes in the goddamn cake, I'm not goddamn sure. You know what I'm saying? Some coloring or some other shit like that, some fucking goddamn fucking baking soda, whatever the fuck else goes in the cake, I'm not goddamn sure. But what I'm saying is, both of you guys are gonna come to the table bringing some ingredients, and what's gonna happen is, over a period of time, once you guys mix that cake might come out flat, that cake might come out not so fluffy, that cake might come out too sweet, that cake might come out kind of, you know, feeling goddamn hard like a goddamn rock. But over a period of time, you guys are gonna fucking bake the cake again. And you're gonna fucking bake the cake again, and the cake is gonna get fucking sweeter and nicer and softer, and then you got the guys gonna bake more and more and more, and over a period of time, that's what I'm saying. So the bitch is gonna have to continuously choose you over and over and over throughout the relationship, and you also are gonna have to choose the bitch over and over and over in the relationship. So the bitch is not gonna just come along ready-made. Like I said, she's gonna bring something to the table, you're gonna bring something to the table, and you guys are continuously gonna mix that goddamn batter. You guys are gonna continuously mix that cake, and if someone doesn't have the right amount of certain things, then the cake, after a period of time, the cake doesn't rise in the oven. You guys are gonna give up and say, fuck it, this cake is not fucking worth our time, and you guys are gonna walk away. But as long as you guys bring a certain amount of accurate enough ingredients, just enough, I'm not telling you guys to settle, but all you need is good enough, and the good enough could become better. I'm not stating again for the last time to tell you guys to settle for less, but however, if you keep looking for the best, you're gonna be disappointed. Get what is good enough and work with the fuck is good enough, and start to bake that goddamn cake. And again, over a period of time, again, you guys gonna mix that bottle, and the cake is gonna get better and better and better and better and better, and over a period of time, you guys are gonna become fucking goddamn professionals, and that motherfucking cake is gonna be one of the fucking best cake that ever fucking goddamn existed. So with that being said, again, stop looking for the one. And with that being said, I thank you guys for watching. Share, please continue to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And if you are, please, please, please continue to start believing in illusions, delusions, and hallucinations. Triple P. And I'm out.
Oh.